Martha!
Yes.
You're bugging the out and chill
Okay.
the out.
Okay, chill
Are you
out.
bugging right now?
Yes.
Oh, Lord. Again. A fucking again.
Arguments through love. What do? I feel like, and Summer's out there talking to him because, you know, they have a little bond. Doesn't her loyalty ride with you?
Yeah. Is it that serious?
Yeah.
You'd rather not hear anything right
I'd
now.
rather not hear a damn thing from you right now.
Marriage, that respectability, I promise you that. I promise you your life will change. I promise you your life will change tomorrow.
Call the police. We need to call the police. We have to call the police.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. Today, we're going to talk about the season finale of Summer House Martha's Vineyard, episode 8, and I can just say overall, this season was really good. I liked the majority of the cast. There was not a lot going on in this episode. I mean, it's a finale, you know, everybody's doing their, you know, basically talking about everything that happened throughout the show. So really nothing much to talk about, but a few things. But y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into the video.
Let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, want it, securing the bag.
All right, so I'm just gonna be talking about a few things. So this video is gonna be short. I want to talk about the whole Bria and Simon situation. So throughout the whole entire episode, everybody's basically, you know, touching base and just trying to get on even ground. We know that Bria and Simon, I feel like Bria is very much controlling. So at the end of the episode, basically, Simon was, you know, partying, having a good time, jumping in the pool with his whole suit on. And you know, Bria's getting annoyed, this and the third, so she calls her mother like, oh my god, he's embarrassing me, he's doing this, he's doing that. Mind you, this was after they were outside. She told him like, you need to chill out. The way she's talking to him is very disrespectful.
Yes. You're bugging the out and chill
Okay.
the out.
Okay, chill
Are you
out.
bugging right now?
Yes.
Step back into reality. Cut it.
Now she could have, I feel like the way she could have talked to him was just like, hey, you know, like, we're around mixed company, like, don't be doing too much, blah 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 blah. But she just talking to her real hard. I'm just like, girl, he must really love you, because girl, no. So Summer, you know, she interjects and she's just like, hey, you know, I don't think this is really what it is, blah 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 blah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Now the thing with Summer is that I get exactly what she was trying to do. It made sense.
Into reality. Cut it out. What's wrong, you guys? What's wrong? I said, can you watch Milo really quick while I get up?
You come to me saying I have to watch.
But when I always tell this, if it's not my relationship and I don't know the full parameters of the relationship, I'm not, they can argue all they want. I'm not about to get into the middle of it, because y'all gonna get back together and be cool and they gonna turn on me, right? So it's none of my business, right? But you know, they go upstairs. She's like, he needs to leave. He needs to leave. He needs to leave now. He's being so disrespectful. He's being so rude.
Simon needs to go. I don't want him in his house anymore. He's disgusting.
And my whole thing is like, the only person that's being rude and disrespectful is you. For real. So at the end of the everything, like Bria, I do not like Bria at all. I do not like the character that she has. I do not like anything that she stands for. I think that she brought a lot to the show. I feel like she's definitely a contributing factor, and she should be back for season 2. Do I like her? No, not at all. So basically everything transitions upstairs because she is, you know, over the whole situation, and Summer comes upstairs because she hears them arguing yet again. Simon and Bria are arguing. He's like, you disrespected me. She's like, no, you disrespected me. Like a little child, manipulating the whole situation into her favor. Like I said, she was on the phone with her mother talking about he disrespected her, and the mother's like, girl, you need to stop disrespecting him. You need not stop disrespecting him. Like, the mother realized that Simon got this, and we're not about to lose this. So, girl, hush your mouth. Bria was over here talking about, yeah, Summer wants my man. You know how their buddy have a relationship. She over here talking outside with him. And then with Jordan, she's like, you see how she's not with you? She's supposed to be your friend.
Summer's out there talking to him because, you know, they have a little bond. That's odd. Yeah. Because doesn't her loyalty ride with you? Yeah. Or... Yeah. So clearly,
Okay, girl, bye.
You don't even know her like that, so she don't have no loyalty to you just because she's a girl. At the end of the day, she's trying to mitigate the situation, and she's not trying to hit on your man. First of all, I don't think anybody wants your man. I don't. So I'm just like, for her, it's for her to like, oh, she wants my man. Girl, just because he got money don't mean nobody want him. So Summer comes upstairs to try to stop the arguing yet again. And I'm like, girl, you are walking into the danger zone. But, you know, Bria's like, get the fuck out of here, da-da-da-da. And Summer's like, girl, you're not about to talk to me like that. What's wrong with you? So, Bria's still popping up the gums. Summer said, whoop, and push her. It looked like they get into a little squabble, nothing too crazy. And Bria, she then like, oh my God, why does everybody feel so comfortable putting their hands on me? Bria, why don't you ask the question is, why am I always in the center of the drama? And why do people want to put their hands on me? Because you're disrespectful, you're rude, you're antagonized, and you talk to people crazy out the side of your neck. That's why people want to beat your ass. So I'm just like, at the end of the day, Bria wants to always play the victim, but you started it. Summer only came upstairs to help the situation and mitigate it. Yes, it was none of her business, and I feel like she probably should have, but stayed out. But she was just trying to help. And then you want to over here get rowdy, and then want to get in this girl's face, and you didn't expect her to push you. And Mariah got sent home just for a little poke. This girl damn near poke. Girl told you what, right? It was what it was. But overall, Bria, I don't like her. What else? We're gonna talk about Bria again, but with Nick. Alex surprised Nick by inviting his girlfriend. So his girlfriend comes to Nick is like, oh my gosh, this is so great. Da, 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 oh, oh, oh.
Wow. Because you can't remove the smile from my face.
His girlfriend is very pretty. So Bria thought it was a good idea to bring up to the girlfriend about everything that happened in the house. I don't feel like it was the time. I don't feel like it was the place, nor do I feel like it was her responsibility to bring it up to the girlfriend. Because my whole thing is, you didn't even give him the opportunity to like, hey, this is what happened. This is how I went into the house. Ooh, 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 ooh. You just went along and just like, well, you know, if my man was doing this, I would want to know.
Didn't know that you guys were together until like up until the second week. So it's just, we had some questions.
Girl, that's you. That's not nobody else. So for you to take the initiative to basically goop this girl in front of a camera at that, like you didn't even care about how she would have felt in the moment. You wouldn't care about anything. So I just felt like it was just disrespectful for Bria. She didn't want Summer to get involved in her relationship, but you got involved in Nick's relationship.
I'm worried because it's Bria. I don't want anyone in her face with nonsense because she didn't come here for that. She came here to see me.
You don't see how that is hypocrisy? So, you know, the girlfriend, I think her name is Tasia. She was like, oh, you know, we talked about the situation. I'm aware of everything, so it is what it is. I appreciate you bringing that up. But, you know, your concerns aren't my concerns. So, yeah. Now, do I feel like Tasia has something to worry about? Hell yes. But, girl, don't give that girl. I feel like Tasia knew exactly what old girl was trying to do. That's why she really paid her dust and just like sitting there like, I knew Nick was probably sweating and was over here about to die when he saw Bria talking to her. Because you know Bria is the messy one.
A bit more, that's it.
I'm hard on myself enough. I feel like you add to that.
When I say I do not think the Coopers are going to last, and I don't want to really say that because, you know, Jasmine's growing on me. There's still some things I don't like about Jasmine, and I don't like the fact that she sent Mariah home. I ain't gonna ever get over that. Mariah better be back for season 2. But basically Silas is still upset about the whole communication situation and about the whole her messing up the pants. And so Jasmine goes out before the party. She goes out and she goes run a few errands. Nothing quick, nothing crazy. She tells Amir, like, hey, can you finish making his food? It's almost done. Just gotta stir it. Just cool. And she goes out to run the errands and come back so she can iron or steam his suit. You know. So Silas took that like when she came back, he was like, yeah, where have you been? Why didn't you tell me anything? She's like, oh, I just had to run a few errands. And where's your suit? You know, just she's trying to not make it serious. Like, okay, you know, I run a few errands, but I'm about to steam your suit. So he's like, no, like you just left it not. He's trying to make it a bigger issue and a problem. And my whole thing is, Jasmine's already you could tell that she just like, I don't got the fucking time. She's getting irritated. She's getting over it. And it's draining that he has all these opinions about what she's doing wrong. And like she said, I already beat myself up enough. I don't need you to add on to it. Well, I think he actually told her, I feel like if we got back to our routine, it will really help us out.
But I think when we're both treating our routines like it's a necessity and not just an option, I think a lot of our issues will be solved.
Girl, shut the fuck up.
No. If we got back to our routine, it's going to help you out because you want a slave. You don't want a wife. You don't want a partner. You want somebody that you can control with money and everything else. Because when they went to sleep and she told him, look, I don't want to hear shit you got to say.
You'd rather not hear anything right
I'd
now.
rather not hear a damn thing from you right now.
First of all,
Ooh.
I don't want to hear shit from you right now is what you just said. That is...
And she really went in and she gave him the da-da-da. When he over here got up and went to the bathroom and like talking about, I will change your life, tear down. That was the biggest red flag.
Respectability, I promise you that. I promise you your life will change. I promise you your life will change tomorrow.
When I tell you, I literally can see it going up. For him to flip on her like that over something minuscule and so minute. Jasmine, please be on the lookout. And I'm like I said, I'm like the fact that she is over here breaking down these walls and this whole Molly the maid, and I'm married woman. Girl, just because you're married don't mean to change anything. At the end of the day, you didn't know this man, you didn't know who he was when you married him, and then you married him, and now you're discovering all this other shit that comes along with this man. My dad was in the military, and Silas reminded me so much of my dad. It is toxic. I cannot. So Silas, I hope you do not come back next season at all. Very much just bottom of the barrel. I'm sorry, Jasmine. Bottom of the barrel. Disrespectful, patronizing, gaslighting. Cannot at all. Jordan, I like Jordan. I think Jordan is a great addition to the show. She was amazing. The only thing I don't like about Jordan is the fact that she gets very much one track mind on her feelings and how she feels. She doesn't care about anybody else's feelings. With the whole situation with the mirror, with the whole situation when she was talking to Bria about Summer. Oh yeah, why is Summer outside with your man? The whole situation with Mariah. You didn't care about Mariah's feelings, and then you over here added on to the whole situation. But minus those situations, I like Jordan. Amir, I think Amir is a great house guest. Hopefully he brings his girlfriend on next season, because we know he has a girlfriend, and we'll see where that goes, because I do feel like Jordan and Amir has something there. We never know, but like I say, he has a girlfriend, so they seem like they're in love. Girl, but anyway, Preston, I like Preston. I wish he was a little bit more vocal. I want to learn a little bit more about Preston, but other than that, I think he was a great addition. He is very much the voice of reason and a little bit of level-headed, what we need in this house, so I like that. Alex, he still got a question mark on me. There's times I feel like Alex is really cool, but then Alex does these weird stuff. Like the whole thing when he was like, oh yeah, Jordan, you looking thick, and then, oh, do you insert? Like the conversation that he had and the stuff that he was saying was just weird. Especially when, I mean, Jordan never came at you like that or like gave you any suggestions that she wanted you to talk to her in that way. So it was just very weird. And I mean, Alex performed, so he has he can sing. He sounded really good.
Working my whole life.
The band that played was amazing. The event that he threw was very much like Black excellence.
Started, Lux on the Bluffs. A Martha's Vineyard, Serenade.
So I love to see it. Nick, I think he's going to be single if he comes back next season, because if Tasia, or I think her name is Tasia, if she watches the show like how we watch the show, he will be in the single person line, right? Nick, I feel like as a fashionista, I feel like his sense of fashion great. I saw that he works with Diddy. He styled Diddy. I mean, he's like the real deal. I mean, yeah, Summer, I love Summer. I think Summer is great for the show. Summer had a lot of good energy. Yeah, I don't have any bad things about Summer. She was a great addition. Jason was very much like the lamp in the background. He was there, it turns on, but it's just there. Like, that's no shade. It's just like, I mean, it is shade, but it's just like, just there. We learned a little bit about him, but that was basically it. Mariah better be back next season, because I feel like Mariah was that girl and y'all try to play in her face, and I'm gonna rep for Mariah, period. Phil, hopefully Phil can like take some medicine and calm down. And if he can, bring him back. I mean, he did bring some spice to the show, so everybody else would probably be gagged if he come back. So, hey, I'd rather have Phil than Silas and Bria. Silas, I don't want Silas to come back at all. Bria can come back. I just don't like her. Simon, do not bring Simon back. He can come for a couple days, but don't. Shanice. Like I always say about Shanice is a wild girl. That girl is a wild girl. I think Shanice was a party girl. She likes to have fun. I feel like she was a great addition. There was a lot of things that she did within the show that I hope it didn't have ramifications with her actual work life. But if it didn't, and she's fine, hey, bring her back. She was a good addition. So, Summer House, Martha's Vineyard. I think this was a success. I know the viewership was kind of but I feel like with a season 2, I feel like more people will want to be more invested into the show. And on top of that, hopefully they can put a budget into the show, and also they can also do more promotion, and actually give this show a chance, and don't chop it like how they did Candy in the Gang. So we'll see. Well, but that's it, y'all. Hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.